Many of you never thought this would happen, but we have my fake F1 car at a real racetrack.
Yeah, I didn't think this would happen. It's honestly a bad idea.
Come on, man, this thing was made for a racetrack. It's an F1 adjacent car.
The F stands for fake.
What could possibly go wrong?
Your car's on fire. Oh. All jokes aside, this is actually pretty sketchy. We're driving someone else's homemade race car around a full-on banked track.
We're at Pikes Peak International Raceway, which has been raced by NASCAR, IndyCar, Formula Mazda. These walls are very close and very concrete. If something goes wrong and we touch that wall, it's gonna be a bad day.
You keep saying we like I'm gonna get in this car. I'm not gonna be the one that breaks our problem child. Not today.
This was home built about 20 years ago, and if any of these bolts or old random pieces of metal fail, there's a good chance we're going into the wall at 100 miles an hour.
Have fun, Dylan. This sounds like your problem right now.
Nope. I was worried about that. In shocking Rat Factory fashion, we got all excited and all hyped up to go do some laps, and the car doesn't start.
Boy, that sounds like a starter.
You guys bump me? If both of you guys push?
You can try.
Definitely.
At least it runs now. Let's get everything together and get out on the track. I didn't even do anything. Man, it is driving like garbage.
It sounds like it's breaking up real bad.
It's gonna be really fun if we could ever get it to run right. I don't know what is going on. Like, there's a couple times where it runs great and you hit the power and you just launch and you can take turns so fast. And then there's other times where there's no power. The rear locked up on me at one point and it sent me into a spin in the dirt, just like completely randomly. Like I wasn't doing anything. I was not going that fast. I should not have spun out. Like, I was going 20 miles an hour. I should not have spun out and just full lockup and.
You at least pressed the brakes before you locked up, right? Like, it didn't just randomly lock up.
No, I don't think I touched the brakes. The brakes are too hard to get to. I haven't touched the brakes once yet.
Well,
yeah.
That's all upsetting, and I guess let's try and problem solve, because we got to get this thing running. We have a whole racetrack to ourselves, and we're going to make it work.
We have her in skeleton mode.
We're just going to have to start playing with all these vacuum lines. It feels like a vacuum problem because it's so intermittent and it's so random. But first things first, we have to see if our starter is going to let us test this thing out, or if we're going to have to bump start this every time we need to test it. All right, now let's see if that'll start. Yeah.
The starter is brand new, so that's super annoying, but that's just the way the Rat Factory goes. It fully sounds like the starter is shot. Man, there is just oil all over everything over here, huh?
It's not an oil spill, it's lubricating everything.
Yeah.
Machinery needs to be lubricated, Dylan.
So the starter is definitely torched, but Gavin may have found something going on here.
So this vacuum line runs our fuel pressure regulator, and our fuel pressure seems to be horrible. This has gotten quite soft, and there's a massive kink hidden way underneath the fuel rail. So I'm hoping if I can get this thing straightened out, and we can get proper amount of vacuum to this, maybe, just maybe, that'll help us run consistently. And if it runs consistent, we can bump start it and have a day. If not, we can all go find a shady spot and cry.
A few moments later.
Gavin, what happened? No! Or
Why
we
does
won?
this car have to fight me all the time? I'm so sad. You fix one thing, another thing breaks.
Ready?
Oh no, that's
What the f?
We thought today would be different.
Stop using we. I knew exactly how this was going down.
I thought there was a chance it would be different. It's certainly possible.
It seems so unlikely.
I filled it up like not that long ago and we haven't driven anywhere. It sure sounds...
That sounds hollow to me, yeah?
That certainly sounds empty. I highly recommend, if you can afford it, to buy a real race car and not a cheap piece of junk, because we have not had any fun with this at all yet.
Not one time. Yeah, it definitely wasn't.
So we weren't out of gas and it doesn't run, so we get to push it all the way back probably.
I hate this car so much.
And the results are?
God damn it.
Don't
Absolutely.
buy
Oh, I have
cheap
to.
junk race cars.
I mean, I'll show you the whole line.
Every single piece of it is broken. All right, Gav, I got something special for you. It's
Let's
a
see it.
surprise.
What do we
Check
got
it
here,
out.
man? Talk to me about it.
This is gonna be the coolest wallet you have ever seen
Are you
in your life.
Serious right now?
Yep.
Dude, look at that color.
Yeah.
That's actually really pretty, man.
So
Holy
this
crap.
is the extra wallet.
'Kay.
It's super slim. It holds up to 14 cards. It's got the little pop button. Yeah.
That's awesome. How cool. Look, you just hit that little button, man.
Yeah.
Right up.
It's an all new design with a metal case. It's super solid. It holds all your cards right there and it just pops out. All the parts I need for my F1 car, just cha-ching, cha-ching. We get scatterbrained sometimes and we leave our wallets in random places. Luckily, Exter thought of that and they have a tracking card that connects to your phone that tells you at all times where your wallet is. And it connects right to Find My iPhone, and they have an Android one as well. It even has a beeping alarm on it. Exter is having a huge Father's Day sale from now until June 26th. You can get up to 40% off everything on their store, and if you use code RAD, you get an extra 10% off. Huge thank you to Exter for sponsoring today's video. No matter what we did, we could not get the F1 car to run right, so it's time to get rid of the rat's nest wiring harness, and we have a fully new harness and ECU. This is a Motorsport Electronics harness, and in theory we just rip all of the old harness out and plug that one in. Yeah, it'll be that easy, right? We need to get rid of this. We need to get rid of this. We need to get rid of this. I'm working on our coolant temperature sensor, and we had a little leak. Luckily it's just rusty water.
That's just yet another coolant flush.
Piston it.
Honestly,
It'd probably be cleaner.
appreciate that, man. Yeah.
Coolant hooked up. Air intake temperature hooked up.
Over here.
The map is hooked up. Are we taking odds? You guys think this is gonna start first
Man.
try?
First try would be something else.
It'd be
I don't
something
know.
else. I don't know if our luck is quite there yet.
What do we have here? Nope. I thought for sure if we got cranking,
Yeah, me too.
she'd start up.
Cranking doesn't. It's all the computer. We have this brand new computer. We'll check for spark. I can't imagine there is spark. That is probably our problem. Okay.
I think we just got to get rid of the last little bit of this old existing harness and maybe disperse our grounds a little bit more. They're all kind of on one spot right now.
Let's use that ground spot.
Yeah, and see if that's maybe
You know
a
what I
little
mean?
bit better.
Alright, so we have some new ground locations and some more unplugged old stuff.
Sounds like a recipe for success to me.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
We're already not getting any ground for our fuel pump, so that's probably a sign that we unplugged one too many things.
Plug and play sounds so easy, and then
It doesn't play.
it doesn't play.
Alright, hold on. Do it again. Go. I'll just hold it there. Go.
Oh,
See, it's this one.
that's the other one.
Gavin said he 100% knows the problem. What is the 100% problem?
I don't think that the ECU was getting power. What I
classic.
thought was the ignition was actually the old RPM wire.
Okay, there's some excitement now, I feel.
I feel a lot better about. I was like, dude, that should be working. Hey, turn it off. I think that could have been our problem, is we straight up didn't have power running to our ECU.
What? Maybe? Maybe? Come on, baby! Come on! Oh! It was there!
I don't know, dude. Let's wire that thing in all the way real fast
Yeah,
so you don't have
definitely.
to hold it.
It turned on kinda.
I was worried, bro. I feel a lot better now. I know she ain't perfect, but
She's not purring.
she's not purring, you know.
We finally get to get rid of that.
I think so. I just want to make sure, like, we get this thing running at least one time.
Did you not kill that?
Shut up, that wasn't you?
Firing very great for a good 4 seconds.
This is the most typical Rad Factory thing ever.
We gotta figure out what the that wire is to.
Oh, God.
It's idling! Oh, it's so loud.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
It stayed running though. I mean, we were messing with the idle a little bit. It
That's a
technically-
win.
Yeah, it technically ran. Now we just have to take it for a test drive.
That's a good sign.
God, that thing is so loud.
It doesn't run perfect. All right, a month and a half later, we are back at PPIR. We're at Slush Motorsports Festival, so we're not gonna have the track to ourselves, but we do have a running F1 car, and I'm very excited, very nervous. They said for sure the track is over 100 miles an hour on this straightaway right here, and this is basically a homemade Mexican piece of junk, so I'm a little scared to go 100 miles an hour in it, but we'll see what we can do. Feel out the car and keep it safe for tomorrow is the goal. We can't go too crazy and break anything. Tomorrow's the crazy day when 10,000 people come and I can't have a broken car. Smoking a little and they were worried, but that's just what this car does, so we'll get back out there. The car starts breaking up a little bit right here. I think it's out of gas, so I'm gonna head into the pit and call it a day. The fist up signals the other cars you're heading into the pit. I have no clue what's happening behind me. The mirrors don't focus into the car, they focus on what's behind you. So I have no possible way of knowing that there's a fire behind me. These guys are shouting fire, but I just think they're stoked. So I give them a piece and then pull into the pit like nothing's happening.
What?
Your car's on fire.
Oh, shit.
Pull it over here. You might want to jump out. I would jump out if I were you.
It turns out when your car's on fire, you kind of panic and forget how to undo the seatbelts, and it took me way longer than it should have to get out of the car. So thankful that the PPIR staff had a fire extinguisher. I actually bought one to put in the car and then forgot to do that, which is a devastating move.
Oh, it's still right there. Yep.
So the car was doing great, and I was gonna take a break and save the rest of it for tomorrow. Pull in, and everybody starts waving at me, and it turns out the car was on fire. So we're gonna pop the hood off and investigate and see what burned and see if we have any chance of driving again. All right, it's not good. Our brand new wiring harness. I think the wiring harness is toast. Bummer. Alternator belt fell off. Well, we got 10 minutes of driving out of it, and all the work we did is just shot. We have to completely redo it. Some oil definitely leaked right here. You want to be a race car driver? No, unfortunately it caught on fire yesterday, so I can't turn it on. I'm sorry, I wish I could. That's why we do it, guys. We inspire the kids and keep them stoked. Super bummed about the fire, but maybe that'll just give us an excuse to motorswap. But what would you guys like to see in the fake F1 car? Let's keep having fun. We have a brand new turbo on my off-road Miata and a brand new off-road park to play. Let's have some fun.
We're already dusty from a couple pre-runs, so this is gonna be wild. I can't wait, dude. This track's sick.
Injuku Racing hooked us up with their ISR turbo kit. It's a 2860 turbo. It's pushing about 200 horsepower. That's all this thing needs to get sideways in the dirt.
Honestly, the kit was super easy to install, and I'm really impressed with the quality. It was nice to actually use a proper kit this time.
We're just south of Pikes Peak International Raceway. They are setting up a bunch of UTV tracks for their Peak Adrenaline event, and we get to be the first ones to test this course.
We're literally in virgin territory right now. Like, the track builder is the only person that's ridden on this track. Miata Cross is finally gonna happen.
First lap, baby. First lap. We're gonna do just a sight lap and feel out the course before we go too crazy. We essentially doubled the power, so this car is a lot different.
These berms are so sick. We've never gotten to like drive a car-sized berm.
Sand in a two-wheel drive car is tough.
This is going to be quite an adventure. This is one of the coolest, most fun courses I've ever driven. If you're anywhere within like 1,000 miles of Colorado, you have to come out to Peak Adrenaline July 10th through 13th. It's gonna be so much fun. We'll have the Miata out here. We'll be doing ride-alongs. We'll be partying. It's gonna be so much fun.
stuck himself.
This section is so deep and sandy and really tight turns, so you can't really take any speed. That's was my problem.
Yeah, baby.
All right, I got it stuck. I think that means it's time to switch. I don't know. What do you think?
All right, yeah. Let's give it a go.
Yeah. The turbo is on point. It makes it perfect. Like, it's the perfect amount of power. You have it when you need it. The supercharger was all right, but this is good. You're gonna like it.
I'm excited. This is gonna be good. Crazy being on an actual track. Like, we've talked about something like this forever. What would it be like if we had an actual, like, motocross style track but for cars? And it's everything we wanted it to be. The good people here at PPIR have made an absolute heaven for hooligans like us.
We didn't break the car. That's our first win of the day.
Why would you say that? We still have to drive to the trailer.
Oh,
You're
no.
out of your mind, dude. Knock on car.
Yeah, we hope to see you guys out at Peak Adrenaline July 10th through 13th. This is gonna be a blast.
Come party with us.